Dear students, today we are going to discuss what is chemistry. So before going to this, let us discuss matter and chemical process. So what is meant by matter? So matter means anything in this universe which occupies some space and have definite mass, then it is called matter. So matter means anything in this universe which occupies some space and have definite mass is called matter. So in this way, if you consider anything in this universe, suppose if you take this pen is a matter, and this book is a matter, and this pad is a matter. So everything, so wood, this pad is made up of wood, so wood is a matter. And if you take any chemical substance like calcium carbonate or sodium carbonate or calcium bicarbonate or sodium bicarbonate, so all these are the chemical substances and all these are also matter. So anything in this universe which occupies some space and have definite mass is called matter. So let us take the examples like pen, book, wood, calcium carbonate and sodium carbonate. All these are matters. So anything in this universe which occupies some space and have definite mass, it is called matter. So now let us discuss chemical process. So in nature there are mainly two processes. One is physical process and second one is chemical process. So mainly processes are two types. One is physical process, other one is chemical process. So what is physical process and what is chemical process? So physical process, if you consider any process, in that process, if there is only change in the state of a matter, if there is change in state of a matter, that is physical state, solid state, gaseous state and liquid state. If there is only change in the state of the matter, then the process is said to be physical process. Suppose if you take melting of ice. Melting of ice means it has the formula H2O. Ice upon melting it converts into water. It has also the same chemical formula H2O. Ice exists in solid state and water exists in liquid state. So here by this process the solid substance converts into liquid substance, but there is no any change in chemical formula, that is chemical constitutions. So there is no any change in chemical constitutions, but there is only change in state of the matter. Suppose if you further heat it, again water will converts into water vapor. This water vapor also have the same chemical formula, but it exists in gaseous state. So during this process there is only change in the physical state of a matter, but there is no change in the chemical constitutions. Two hydrogens are there, one oxygen is there, that is two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom is there. So same formula, two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom is there. So there is no any change in chemical constitution. So such process is called physical process. And if you consider wax, this wax generally exists in solid state. Upon melting this wax, we can produce liquid wax in liquid state. Here also there is no any change in chemical constitution. Generally wax means it is a mixture of hydrocarbons. So by melting the mixture of hydrocarbons, again we get the same mixture of hydrocarbons, but it is in liquid state. So here also there is a change in physical state only, but there is no change in chemical constitutions. So this process is called physical process. So physical process means any process which takes place by the conversion of solid substance into liquid substance or liquid substance into gaseous substance, that is without change in chemical constitution, it changes its state only. That process is called physical process. And suppose if you take chemical process, so chemical process means, suppose if you take calcium carbonate CaCO3, This calcium carbonate, upon heating, it produces calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So this calcium carbonate exists in solid state, calcium oxide also in solid state, and carbon dioxide is present in gaseous state. So during this process, whatever may be the change in state, here solid state converts into solid state and gaseous state. But here there is a change in chemical constitution, that is chemical formula. So during this process, the chemical constitutions are changed. So this process is called chemical process. So any process which is accompanied by the change in chemical constitution of the substance, then the process is called chemical process. And suppose if you take burning of paper, if you take paper, if it is burnt, then it produces black ash. So paper mainly consists of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates means it has general formula CxH2O whole Y. So upon heating, it produces black ash. That means these water molecules will be evaporated and only X moles of carbon will be left. So that means burning of paper is also one of the chemical process. So paper mainly consists of carbohydrates. These carbohydrates upon burning, it produces black ash. So these water molecules will be evaporated and produces black ash. So here also there is a change in chemical constitution of the substance. So this is also chemical process. So if you take burning of wood also, so wood also consists of one of the carbohydrates. So that's why these carbohydrates upon burning produces black ash. So wood also produces black ash upon burning. So these are chemical process. So first these two are physical process and these are chemical process. So now let us discuss how these process can be represented. So now all these process can be represented by using certain chemical formulas or chemical reactions. Chemical reactions. So what is meant by chemical reaction? So what is chemical reaction? So every process can be represented by using certain reactions. So if it is chemical reaction, we can represent that process. That chemical process can be represented by using chemical reaction. So this reaction consists of reactants and products. These two are separated with an arrow. So it consists of reactants and products. These two are separated with an arrow. So here the reactants means the chemical substances which involved in a process are called reactants. Whereas the products means the substance which is formed is called products. So now reactants and products are separated by an arrow. So now let us come to matter. So these reactants are also one form of matter and products are also another form of matter. So during any process can be represented by a reaction. So during any process, reactants are converted into products. That means matter is changing from one form to another form. One form of matter is changing to another form of matter. So that is the process of conversion of matter from one form to another form is nothing but chemistry. So here simply we can define chemistry, the transformation of matter. Here matter is transforming from one form to another form. So that is the transformation of matter is called chemistry, or simply we can say the transmutation of matter is called chemistry. So we have so many definitions for for chemistry, but this is the most fundamental definition for chemistry. So chemistry means the branch of science which deals with chemicals, the branch of science which deals with the chemical substances. So all these are the several definitions, but the most fundamental definition is transmutation of matter is called chemistry. So this definition can be suitable for any chemical process. So in any chemical process, the reactants converts into products. So that means the transmutation of matter is called chemistry. So previously we have discussed about matter. So everything in this universe is a matter. But there are two things which are not matter. So these are beyond the matter. There are two things which are beyond the matter. So if it is not a matter, we can't discuss about that in chemistry or even in science also. So what are the two things which are not matter? So anybody, can you guess it? Please share it on comment box. So please like this video and share this video. Subscribe my channel. Thank you.